discussion was like, oh, kind of long, but he said, yeah, they sort of
In
wanted
a
it
small
down, but
suburban house near Honolulu, a father works to support his son's choice of conscience. Bob Watada is the father of Lieutenant Ehren Watada, the first U.S. officer to refuse deployment to Iraq. Lieutenant Watada faces court-martial for disrespect to the president and for his refusal to serve in what he believes is an illegal war. His family is working to build public support over a soldier's right to choose whether they will obey an illegal or immoral order. Lieutenant Watada has been forbidden to make any public statements or appear on any interviews by the U.S. government, but his father Bob is under no such restriction, and we were able to sit down with him and hear him tell his side of the story.
I'm Bob Watada from Honolulu, Hawaii, and I'm the father of Lieutenant Ehren Watada. Lieutenant Ehren Watada is the first commissioned officer to refuse to be deployed to Iraq because his strong belief that the war is illegal and immoral. Both the Army Manual and the Uniform Code of Military Justice obligates an officer or any soldier to disobey an unlawful order. And similarly, the Nuremberg Tribunal has its principle that any civilian or any military person that is complicit, participates, or is involved in a war crime can be prosecuted for that war crime. And a second principle established by the Nuremberg Tribunal is that you cannot use the excuse that I was just following orders. So any person can be complicit in the war crimes.
Okay, now obviously you're rallying as much support for your son. What are some of the things that you're doing?
One of the things that we're doing, of course, we do have a website up called thankyoult.org. On the website, we are asking people to sign a petition online or download the petition and ask other friends to sign the petition and send that into our office in Seattle, Washington. We're also asking people to write to their congressman, to write to them to ask them if they could bring pressure upon the Lieutenant General Dubek to take into consideration that our son, Ehren Watada, is doing this as a matter of conscience because it is an illegal war, it is an immoral war, and he should not be punished for refusing to participate in this war. Our son took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. What the administration is doing here is we've attacked a country that was without any defenses, and we're massacring the Iraqi people simply for the resources of the oil and so forth. And this is not what our son signed up to do. And so my son, as well as a number of other soldiers, are refusing to participate in the war in Iraq.
What can you share with us about when the court-martial is moving forward?
The court-martial is, the pretrial motions will begin on January 4 and 5, and the actual court-martial will then take place on February 5. That's the schedule at this point in time. But people have to get involved. That's the most important thing, because I think a number of people have said that our enemy is not the administration, but it's our own complacency. That's the real enemy. So we were asking people to get involved in this particular issue of one soldier, Lieutenant Ehren Watada, refusing to participate in the war. But there's also the bigger picture of the United States. Why are we involved in this war? And so we need to get people to participate in our democracy. Otherwise, we're going to face the consequences of a fascist government that has taken over everybody in the future.
This is What Really Happened, reporting from Honolulu.